no further. Pause and halt. Harry, where are you taking our lost and found department?
The railroad wants to move it over to that new big station at Snarlyville.
That's never a good sign. When the railroad takes away your lost and found, I was afraid this would happen.
It's definitely bad news for Shining Time Station. Well, I better get this on the train.
Not just yet. Ah, here it is. I knew my bicycle would turn up someday. Well, see you later, Harry. I want to take a last ride around the station.
This has always been a strange place. I suppose that's why I like it so much. I'm sure gonna miss it.
Matt, hurry up, hurry. What is it, Stacy? Is someone know moving on the train? No. I just want you little folks to take a good look at that train and remember it well. It might be the last train to ever stop at Shining Time Station. What? Huh? Farewell, 499. Engine 499, the pride of the line. It stayed on its tracks and was mostly on time.
That engine was special.
Are they taking old 499 off the railroad?
No, but it won't be stopping here anymore.
How come, Grandpa?
Baby, you better tell them.
Well, kids, Shining Time Station is a small station, and, well, the railroad has just made a big new station in Snarlyville. And now they want to send all their trains to that new station in Snarlyville. The railroad wants to close Shining Time Station forever and ever? I think so.
Well, hello there to you too, old happy campers. Hey, didn't know you cared so much.
We were waiting for the train, Peter. And Stacy said that might be the last train ever to stop at Shining Time Station.
Fantastic!
But you don't understand. It means that they might be closing down the whole station.
You mean they're gonna put me out of business too? This is terrible. They can't do something like that. I mean, we're just going to have to do something about this.
Hello. Stacy Jones speaking. Shining Time Station. Oh. Yes, Mr. King? Yes, we'll be here. Goodbye.
Well?
Well, that was Mr. J.B. King, Esquire, and he's coming to see us. I think he wants to tell us personally that they are going to close our station down. No, they can't. I'm afraid they can. They own the railroad. I just can't help getting the feeling that...
What, Stacy?
I don't know, Harry. But where will you and Stacy go?
Oh, they'll find work for us over at Snarlyville.
Mr. Conductor, did you hear the news?
Yes, I'm afraid I have, Matt.
What's wrong with Shining Time Station?
The railroad thinks it's old-fashioned. Yes, old-fashioned, just like my friend Trevor.
What happened to Trevor?
Well, I'll tell you the story because it has a sad beginning, but a happy ending. Maybe it will cheer us all up. Sir Topham Hatt works his engines hard, but they are very proud when he calls them really useful. I'm going to the scrapyard today, Edward called to Thomas. What? Already? You're not that old, replied Thomas cheekily. Thomas was only teasing. The scrapyard is full of rusty old parts and machinery. They are broken into pieces, loaded into cars, and Edward pulls them to the steelworks, where they are melted down and used again. Today, there was a surprise waiting for Edward in the yard. It was a traction engine. Hello, said Edward. You're not broken and rusty. What are you doing here? I'm Trevor. They're going to break me up next week. What a shame, said Edward. My driver says I only need some paint, polish, and oil to be as good as new. But my owner says I'm old-fashioned. Edward snorted. People say I'm old-fashioned, but I don't care. Sir Topham Hatt says I'm a useful engine. What work did you do? My owner would send us from farm to farm. We threshed corn, hauled logs, and did lots of other work. The children loved to see us. Trevor shut his eyes, remembering. Oh, yes, I like children. Edward set off for the station. Broken up, what a shame. Broken up, what a shame. I must tell Trevor, I must. He thought of all his friends who liked engines, but strangely none of them would have room for a traction engine at home. It's a shame, he hissed. Then, beep, beep! Why didn't I think of him before? There, on the platform, was the very person. Hello, Edward. You look upset. What's the matter, Charlie? He asked the driver. There's a traction engine in the scrapyard, Vicar. He'll be broken up next week. Jem Cole says he never drove a better engine. Do save him, sir. He saws wood and gives children rides. We'll see, replied the vicar. Jem Cole came on Saturday. The Reverend's coming to see you, Trevor. Maybe he'll buy you. Do you think he will? Asked Trevor hopefully. He will when I've lit your fire and cleaned you up. The vicar and his two boys arrived that evening. Trevor hadn't felt so happy for months. He shuffled about the yard. Show your paces, Trevor, said the vicar. Later, he came out of the office smiling. I've got in cheap, Jem, cheap. Do you hear that, Trevor? Cried Jem. The Reverend saved you and you live at the vicarage now. Peep, peep, whistled Trevor. Now Trevor's home is in the vicarage orchard, and he sees Edward every day. His paint is spotless and his brass shines like gold. Trevor likes his work, but his happiest day is the church fair. With a wooden seat bolted to his bunker, he shuffles round the orchard, giving rides to children. Long afterwards, you will see him shut his eyes, remembering. I like children, he whispers happily.